How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going diving, and my girlfriend actually wants to try and Gyotaku a fish. She wants to do the coloring part, where not the initial print, but like after adding details and stuff like that. She wants to do that. So I'm gonna go and try and shoot a fish that I want to remember and something that she can practice on. And I'm gonna do the initial print in this video, and then she's gonna do the finishing touches, and I'll post the result on my Instagram. So we're gonna go diving and see what I can find. I'll see you guys in the water. Alright guys, so here's the first drop. We started off in deeper water on this deep channel. This was around 50 to 60 feet. And I'm just at the edge of a deeper channel that drops down into 90-ish. I'm looking around, dusting, scratching, grunting. And if you can see there, it's pretty blurry because it's dirty water, but that's a big ava. Probably around 20 pounds, maybe 15, 20 pounds, but it is big. But he just kept moving, didn't stop and look at me twice. So here's my friend Luke. We weren't getting any big action, so he just started shooting colas and he forgot his 3-prong, so he's just using his gun. Here, I saw a big pononu go into one of these rocks. So I'm dropping down to look inside and see if I can find this pononu. And there's a little weird thing about these rocks. They're not very deep. They don't go very far. They're not very open. And there's not a lot of life in them either. Like, there's not a lot of menpachi, not a lot of a veil or a hole hole, anything like that. And they're pretty hard to get into. So I was kind of just looking to see if I could see him in the open. Didn't have any luck with that. And I saw a little bit of a space there where I could kind of go down and actually look in the rock. So I kind of dropped down. When I look inside, had a couple menpachi, but at the back you can barely see him, but you can see his bottom fins. That's the knife jaw right there. Now, I couldn't see his top half. All I had was his bottom half to aim at. So I pulled the trigger. I didn't even know what it was. At first, I thought it was a Roy because I could see his fins and he was black. And he was kind of doing that thing that Roys do. But when I looked, it wasn't the shape of a Roy. And it looked more like a Ninue. So I thought it was just a really big Ninue. So I figured I'd just take my shot at it because I wasn't getting anything else. And I knew I only had his bottom half to aim at, so I knew that my shot was either going to be in his guts or by the fins, and either way, I didn't want to take a risk of him ripping off, so I just breathed up really fast, and it was shallow, so I just dropped right back down. So I get down into the hole and I see all of this dust kicked up, and I still don't know what I've shot. I still think it's a Ninue, but I try and pull him out and he starts pulling back, and then boom, right there, it was a knife jaw. That's when I realized, and I was stunned for a second. I was like, oh my god, this knife jaw is gigantic. But I get right back into action. I start trying to grab his tail. He swims off before I can get a hold, so I grabbed my spear and I grabbed the line, and I started pulling both at the same time, trying to squeeze my way back out of this hole. And finally I get out, and I realize that this guy is super close to ripping off, so I just real quick get my hand in his gills, and then I start pulling him back up. Alright everybody, we're back from the dive. We got some nice fish here and a wire lead that Luke found, and he put his collays on it. But got the nice veil that I found pretty early on. And then got a whole bunch of pole, but this is the big, the massive knife jaw.
How many pounds do you think that is, Zach?
Probably like 7, I think. Look at the...
Look at those teeth.
That looks like the type of fish you swim in your nightmares.
It's the biggest one I've ever shot, by far. Biggest one I've ever seen in the water, in general. But yeah, and we just got a whole bunch of coles in here. And then one taco. We're gonna send that out for bait right now, actually. But yeah, nice fish. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I knew it. Wait, hold up. Oh, I'm not doing that good.
See, Ace, I told you.
Oh! I told you it was 8 pounds. You said it was 10.
So, almost 9.
Nah, dude, I bet when you shot it,
8
it was
pounds
like
of
close to 10. That thing was huge in the water, bro.
Yes. Alright guys, we got the table set up here for the Gyotaku. And we also have a big knife jaw. Biggest one I've ever seen. 8 pounds, 11 ounces. And we're just gonna try and print it. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is we gotta take like a paper towel or some absorbent material, and we wanna just wipe down the fish. One, to make sure it's dry, but also to get as much of his slime off as we can, because as you know, fish, they have a coat of mucus. It might take a few paper towels, but yeah, you just wanna get as much of it off as you can so that the paint gets on there nicely and it's not going onto just the slime. Once you're done dabbing off the excess paint, it should look a little bit like this, where you can kind of see the original color of the fish through it. And anywhere you want definition, you should kind of leave an outline around it where there's no paint, and then over here, anywhere that you want to stand out. And now it should be ready to print. Got the initial print for the knife jaw. Now it's not bad. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly, but some of the details like around here where his head is, it's a little bit smudged. And then also we have the gap there where I shot him. And then the fins are a little bit not fully done. But what we can do is when my girlfriend does the touch-ups and the details, she can add in those extra spaces where it's missing a little bit of detail. So that's what that's our plan. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it overall. It's been a while since I printed a fish, and it looks pretty sick. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm super stoked on my knife draw. It's by far the biggest one I've ever shot. I shattered my PV, and my girlfriend got a cool fish to try and Gyotaku. So, and I also am pretty stoked about the initial prints. It's been a really long time since I tried to Gyotaku a fish. I think it's been like 4 years, but it came out pretty good, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm excited to see what my girlfriend can do with the colors. So yeah, but I'm super stoked. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. It helps out the channel. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm signing out. Shoots everybody. I'll see you in the next video.